So many zigzagoons on whirlpools. Okay, so I should be back in the live stream. So we have a ninjask that I'm sending across. Okay, so just trade that bad boy. And as I said to you all before, all you've got to do is basically add my friend code. I play a load of the different Pokemon games. I think my favorite at the moment, obviously, is Pokemon Crystal. Probably gonna play that for a bit after this is all done. But as I said, you just got to add me up into Pokemon Crystal. Add me on Alpha Sapphire. I'll probably be buying Ultrasun or Ultramoon again. I've had these games like 3 or 4 times. I know I get rid of them a lot, but I probably will buy one of them back because I enjoy playing it. What else? There's a Lunatone. Shout out to Stony as well. He's someone who watches my YouTube channel, has followed me on Instagram as well. It's nice to always hear from people who obviously are interested in my YouTube channel. So next up we have and you guys can't hear anything of like the trade noise or anything because I got it plugged in via my headphones. Because once you hear it a couple of times, it gets a bit irritating. I know you wanted this one so much, so enjoy level 100 Victini. In what world would anyone accept a level 2 Wurmple for a level 100 Victini? Oh, nice, I know. Agron, level 97. And if you guys want me to do more of these live stream trades, then let me know in the comment section down below, and I will continue to do these live stream trades. I don't mind doing them in Pokemon Crystal. I don't mind doing them in Alpha Sapphire. I don't mind doing them in Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, X and Y. You just let me know. And which Pokemon game do you guys play the most? There's so many Zigzagoon. So many. I'm gonna have like a... that's okay, man. Like I said, as long as you enjoy it, bro. That's all I'm... all yeah. How many Pokemon do you need to complete the dex? Is there a certain amount of Pokemon you need to complete the dex, or is it just... I can give you 2 of them. I have Diancie and I have Arceus. I'll do them next. I don't think I have any of the other ones that you just mentioned, though. To be honest, I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, I was just quite lucky to be able to obviously, like I said, buying this game pre-owned worked in my favor because obviously I ended up with a save file with obviously all these cool Pokemon on there. So it was basically just a stroke of luck, really. Do you play Sun or Moon or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say the only reason why I say that is I think I lent it to one of my friends. I should get it back, but I've got a copy of Ultra Sun somewhere, and I've got quite a few legendaries on that because I don't know if you've noticed in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, legendaries are sent quite often, so I could probably send you some legendaries through that. Right, here's Arceus for a level 2 Zigzagoon. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, he's gonna be on my team for a very long time. I should. Do you know what? If I didn't have to reset the game, I would just play the whole game with Zigzagoons just for a laugh. Just 6 Zigzagoons, level 2. Try and get to I'll go and take on the gym leaders. I'll go and take on the Elite Four with some level. I'll be one of them trainers that just has a really weak Pokemon, and I'll just keep reviving my Pokemon. Yeah. Oh man, I know so many people like that I've played online, and like literally you've got to the point of like, okay, you've got like 2 HP. Okay, cool. And then they're just like, nope, nope, nope. I've got another revive. You're like, oh, I bet you enjoy using them revives, don't you? Right. Yeah, you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, it's not good for playing online competitively. Oh yeah, the other thing as well with the Arceus, you need to get a Draco plate because obviously you can change his type. Oh, that's all cool then. Yeah, yeah. Plus, as well, I think if you take on the battle tree, you can get some of the Draco plates through the battle tree. So, how did you come across my channel anyway? Was that just like randomly, or was it? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Have? Oh man, that's not fair. To be honest, I didn't even think it was going to work. It's because obviously, like I do a lot of different videos, and I've got like a lot of news app and news sources on my phone. So obviously, I get told a lot about the news, and it was one of the things that came up, and it was saying about Blue Monday. So I started. I was reading it up online, and they were like, "Oh, Blue Monday is supposed to be Monday that's just gone. It's supposed to be like the most depressive day of the year because most people don't have money for some reason." And I was like, "Okay." So McDonald's to tackle that just gave everyone free cheeseburgers for what was supposed to be one day. Obviously, as you've seen in the videos, I was able to do it twice in one day because they weren't able to claim the code for some reason. So I'm gonna do this later on today as well, just to see how many times I can. Well, it says it's valid for 5 days, my friend. So the way I see it is, if I can get free cheeseburgers, I'm gonna live off free cheeseburgers this week. But yeah, exactly, man. I literally by the end of this week, I literally probably will be like plastic cheese. Just there'll be nothing left. Um, right. Okay, let's send some more legendaries. Out of all the legendary Pokemon, who's your favorite? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, fair enough, man. Have you watched any of the Pokemon movies? No, okay. I was gonna say I went to see the last one in the cinema. I was quite disappointed because when I went to watch them as a kid, you used to get like actual booster packs. But now all they give, yeah, well, they still do it. You still get free Pokemon cards. You just don't get a booster pack anymore. You basically get either a promo card or you get a sampling pack. So a sampling pack is essentially like three Pokemon cards, and they're always starter type Pokemon. There's nothing basically anything decent. But yeah, I had to ask the manager when I went in there because I was like, oh, do you get the promo card? And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was just like, you should normally get a promo card with coming to see this movie. And the last movie was okay, but they've changed up the art style, so it's gone from being cartoon to more anime-esque. And I don't know, I don't personally. It's a good thing, yeah, but also at the same time, they've made the characters look a bit strange, I'd say, in a sense. Like Ash doesn't really look like Ash. His voice actor isn't the same either. It's a different voice actor. Um, so yeah, they've had the same voice actor for like 20 odd years because like I'm in my late 20s and I've been watching. I'm trying to think when I first started watching. Yeah, when I first started watching I was 4. Mewtwo Strikes Back. Yeah, I was gonna say I think I was around the same age because I was either 4 or 5 years old because I've still got that promo card from all them years ago. Um, but yeah, it just seemed yeah, it just seems weird now because obviously like I've got a lot of younger people in my family, and when they tell me about Pokemon and stuff, and I'd be like, "Have you seen this?" And I'm like 20 years your senior. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen. It's like it's not impressive to me anymore. But no, it's not impressive. But like, I don't know, the newer generation, like the starter type Pokemon, I don't really like how they look. Some of them, I don't know. Who is your favorite out of Sun and Moon? Like out of the three starter Pokemon, yeah. No, sorry, out of the three starter Pokemon, who did you choose? I think we all did the same, my friend. Yeah, that's where the. I was gonna say there's a little. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a little trick in all the Pokemon games, and this is essentially why I've been using Farragut. So what a lot of people don't know is the first two gyms in nearly every Pokemon game, apart from one, and I can't remember what it is. I think it's Pearl. Um, Normally the water type Pokemon is strong against the first two. Yeah, the first two gyms it's always strong. Yeah, yeah. So basically, everyone always used to go for obviously Squirtle because then the first two gyms you pretty much didn't have a problem against. And how you kind of set your difficulty in a sense, obviously there's no way to set difficulty in Pokemon games, but hard would essentially be using the fire type. Normal would be using the grass type, and obviously easy would be using the water type. So yeah, that's what a lot of people decided to do. But I've always since the start, I never really. A lot of people were quite fanboyish towards Charmander, and it was never really that Pokemon for me. But always preferred Squirtle. I didn't like Wartortle. I hated that evolution. When it became Blastoise, obviously it was a lot better for me. But yeah, the new. Oh yeah, what did you think of the Mega Evolution of Blastoise? No, it's just a big. Yeah, it's just that exactly. Which one? Because there's two. Because oh yeah, okay. Yeah, when he gets more of like the Aerodactyl looking skull in a sense, and he gets like the jagged wings. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty cool. I didn't really like what they did with the two Mega Evolutions of Mewtwo. Like one looks okay because he gets a bit taller, and then there's that really small version of Mewtwo. I think it's Mega. Yeah, I think it's Mega X. I can't remember. I don't know, but Yeah, it's not, I don't know. I did like some of the megas. Like, did you know that Mega Altaria is one? Did you ever see that one? Yeah. Hold on. Where's my cards? I don't think I've actually got it as a card. I think my favorite mega is Mega Alakazam, but I really like Alakazam compared to a lot of other people. Yeah, I'll try and find the card. I'm gonna try and find the card for you now. I've literally got like loads of cards, man. Let me see. Well, that's a bayonet. Let me see. Oh yeah, was there any other Pokemon that you desperately needed? Yeah. Ah, right. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Right. I will have a look now. Let's see. So, Wurmple, Pignite, Tallow, Wingull, Rosalia, Froakie. They're all normal. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you're watching the stream, you'll see this. But yeah, this is the Mega Alakazam EX. It is possibly one of my favorite cards. I don't know why I've always liked Alakazam, Mega Alakazam. Also, Alakazam is named after a magician's trick, because obviously Abracadabra, Alakazam. Um, Let me think. I'm trying to see if I've got any more legendaries. I don't think I have, to be honest with you. Ah, damn. No, unfortunately, mate, I don't have any more legendary Pokemon. I'll send you a Gyarados. Actually, do you need Absol? Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, well, to be honest, like I said, mate, if you've checked out the channel for a little while now, I've had this, I've had this game for probably 2 weeks, and only obviously, like I said, because of the reason of, seeing this guy's save file and how much stuff obviously he's done and how many Pokemon he's acquired. I didn't just want to reset someone's save file without sending the Pokemon, because I think that would be a bit rude. Plus, obviously, me and this guy, yeah, of course, man. Like I said, exactly, and obviously, like I said, me and this guy sat there for about an hour, and he's telling me about how much he used to play Pokemon and how much he used to enjoy it. That's why I was like, honestly, if so, he's gone to university and he's trying to pay for his studies. He's basically had to get rid of a load of his gaming merch essentially. He weren't happy about it, but that's why he said to me, he's just like, I don't mind sending it, I don't mind selling it to you, but just please make use of it, and don't just reset it on. And that's why I said, it goes, look, subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll see I'm not going to resell your game. Same with my DS. My DS I didn't buy brand new. My DS I bought off another Pokemon fan. In a sense, they said the same thing to me. Please don't sell my DS afterwards. So it's the way I see it is it's showing respect towards the person that you've obviously bought this item off, and I appreciate when someone's put in several years into a Pokemon save, because I've done it myself, and I would have liked someone to, essentially just delete my save, because it would just feel like a load of hard work kind of just thrown away. Um, have you got? Yeah, 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 man. Like I said, it was a spot of luck, to be honest with you, because I kind of detest paying full price for a Pokemon game, especially when it's like 5 to 6 years old. I think it's crazy how. God, yeah, about a year and a half. Yeah. Hmm. I like you, man. You're honest. But no, I know what you mean. Though, to be honest with you, when I bought Ultras, what did I have originally? That's right, I had Pokemon Sun. When I had Pokemon Sun, um, I completed the game. Obviously, 100% did it. Got all the did all the islands, got all the island deities, did everything. Try like finding. It took me ages to find every piece of Zygarde, but I finally found every fucking piece of Zygarde. Did everything I had to do, and then after that, oh no, no, but they have the totem stickers, which are just as bad. Yeah, and some of them are like stupid ones which are on the back of chairs and in water, and I was just like, some of the ones I ain't gonna lie, I had to use a walkthrough towards the end of the game, like for the last 10. And then when I found out where they were like right by where I was looking half the time. I was like, are you serious? I would never look under this rock. I would never look behind this chair. I would never look in that window. But it's just like, yeah, they were hidden there the whole time. But what did my head in with that game was obviously the starter Pokemon from obviously playing Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I was just kind of like, this is it really impressing me now. It didn't really feel like to me it's separate game. It felt like it just had the Megaopolis and the wormholes added on. I did like the wormholes, obviously, because of the catch rate of getting legendary Pokemon, but it didn't feel like it merited to be its own Pokemon game. But obviously, Pokemon have never done DLC in that sense, so it would be weird to obviously get like a Pokemon DLC. But then I was quite peeved to know that obviously it was still listed as a full price game. So I was like you, to be honest. I held out for a very long time. Funny enough, I can actually show you in the stream now. I managed to get the legendary, sorry, not the legendary, the fan version of Ultra Sun. So as you can see here, this is the fan edition. Oh shit, man. Oh, dude. Nah, that's cool, man. But yeah, basically, I was able to get the fan edition of Ultra Sun, which just comes with a steelbook, but it was crazy because it was the same price in Argos. If you went anywhere else, they cost like an extra £10, £15, and it's literally just a steelbook. You don't get anything else. You don't get any legendary Pokemon. You don't get anything for the game. It's just a cosmetic. It looks better to display. But to be honest with you, if it wasn't the same price as obviously buying the game, I wouldn't have spent more money on obviously buying the legendary edition of it. I don't try and do that because I just see it as fan service. Unless you're actually going to get something that makes the game better, or gives you like a cool collectible or something, I can understand spending a little bit extra. But when you're not getting that, it just seems to be like a waste. So yeah, I just try not to waste my money too much. But yeah, Pokemon makes me laugh that you can literally buy like a copy of Pokemon Pearl, which is one of my favorite Pokemon games, sells for nearly around the same retail price as when I bought it when I was like, yeah. And it's just crazy. Yeah. Oh wow. I was gonna say the reason why I like that game so much is you can go to the dark dimensions on that game. So we're guaranteeing the dark dimension. So you heard of the Pokemon Garantina? The so Garantina obviously lives in hell. You can actually go to hell on that Pokemon game. That's 100% true. Seriously, it's 100% true. Type it into YouTube, just type in Garantina dungeon level, and you literally go to the dark dimension, which is hell in the Pokemon universe. Everything is like, isn't that, am I on about platinum? I'm sure I'm on about platinum. Yeah, actually, you are right. I'm trying to think. Because it was Dialga and Palkia were the box arts, and Platinum. I know for a fact because my friend has Platinum. It has Garantina on the front of it. You can go to the Dark Dimension. Honestly, if you type in Pokemon Platinum, Garantina Dark Dimension, it will show you a walkthrough of basically going through a dungeon where you're walking on the side of walls, you're walking upside down. Like you go yeah, seriously, like you go forward, it pushes you backwards. It's a real mind fuck, but it's I don't know. I just really enjoyed that game, to be honest with you, and I thought it was cool that you were able to essentially like go to the Pokemon version of hell. Um, I never thought that that would obviously ever happen in a Pokemon game. It just seemed a bit weird in a sense, but yeah, it's one of my favorite Pokemon games. It doesn't really get a lot of light. Same with Pokemon Platinum. Uh, Platinum never seems to really get brung up a lot. Everyone seems to love Gen 1 and like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and then the games in between kind of just get pushed to one side in a sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know what you mean because obviously you get help. You get. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, the Gen 1 games, you can kind of win the whole game just with a ghost type Pokemon. That's all you need. I literally did the whole of Pokemon Blue with a Haunter because, yeah, because with having a Haunter, nearly every move just didn't hit me. So I was pretty much impervious to near enough everything, which was obviously a back mechanic of the older games. But also, I don't know, maybe it's just because I played the older games a lot more than I played the newer games. I seem to enjoy playing the older games more than the newer games. I like the newer graphics, but then also I feel like the storyline is just deteriorated over the years. Hmm. Replaying it, yeah. Yeah, that you don't need. Yeah, there's a cutscene for everything in Sun and. Oh, do you know what? You're quite lucky you didn't get Sun or Moon because when you start off in Sun and Moon, you have about an hour where you can't even use a Pokemon. You can't even catch a Pokemon. It's yeah, seriously, it was the slowest starter for a Pokemon game, and literally they show you around the aisle. They show you the items. They show you. Go on. Hmm. Oh, it's a yeah. Yeah, or they should have like a window at the start that basically comes up and says, "This is how you catch a Pokeball. Would you like to catch? Would you like to learn how to catch a Pokeball?" Like, you know, kind of. I don't know if you played Metal Gear, but the kind of like how when you start Metal Gear and it says, "I've played Metal Gear for the first time. I am a returning player of Metal Gear," or "I'm an experienced player of Metal Gear." Yeah, they should do that. They should have like three option menus, which one would basically break down the core mechanics of playing a Pokemon game for someone who's never obviously played Pokemon before. The other would kind of refresh you with mechanics of playing the game in case you haven't played the newer games, and then they should have one which just lets you bypass the whole tutorial session because it is irritating, to be honest with you. When I started the game up and it was like, "Oh, welcome to Alola. These are all the regions. These are all the islands. There's deity Pokemon. There's this. There's that," and I was just like, "Please, just let me play the fucking game. I don't care about all this. Please, I just want to play the game." I got. Mm. Well, one thing that got oh, Lily, yeah, with Cosmog. Oh God, a fucking Cosmog. Yeah. Uh, no, I think what was worse was actually watching like the Team Skull idiots every time they like come up to you and pretend to be rappers with their weird fucking poses, and they're just like, "Yo, man, what are you doing? You shouldn't. What the fuck are you doing around here?" You're like, "Bro, please, you're hurting my head. I just, oh, you're tragic." I just really couldn't watch that. I miss Team Rocket. They actually made me miss Team Rocket, and I never thought I'd say that in my life because I fucking hate Team Rocket. But I was just like, you kind of seem like the veteran bad guys, and these kind of seem like the fanboys who are trying to imitate you. That's what Team Skull seemed like to me. Oh, Rainbow Rocket. Yeah. I will say that that was one. I will say that. I would say that was one of the things that I did enjoy in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is the fact that you could take on Rainbow Rocket in the alternative universe where you could like encounter Giovanni again. Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about that though is it only took me about half an hour to complete that. So it wasn't that like it wasn't that long. Obviously, you could still replay it and go back into the castle and whatever else. But another thing that I kind of did my head in a little bit about Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Sun and Moon was the fact that you had to with I can't remember his name, Solophases, is it? Where you have to like set up doing online. You know when you have to do the little missions for him. Um, what was it? The friendship missions. Oh god, that fucking pissed me off for so many hours. Where it's just like, do you know why you do? You do get rewards for it, but the rewards aren't that good. Oh yeah. That's what I mean. So yeah, you get items and like friends points and whatever else. But yeah, it's basically for the crazy completionists, like someone I have who plays Ultra Sun. They're like level 306 on the actual cat. Yeah, on the yeah, but they play it every single day. This guy's Japanese as well. I met him online, and yeah, I remember he showed me his castle, and like his castle is pimped out. Mine just looks like a poor man's castle. I was just like, listen, dude, I don't need to pimp out my fucking castle. You know, I'll let you do that. But yeah. Yep. Mhm. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, doing that camera buzz thing. What what level are you with it? Are you level 4 at the moment? So you've got like the full zoom. Yeah, I know the feeling. To be honest with you, mate, I just say chug away at it. To be honest, there's no quick way of doing that. There's no trick to doing it. You've just got to keep taking photos. Unfortunately, it's a way that Pokemon have based. They've just put it into the game so that they know that you're going to be playing it for a very long amount of time. Because obviously, it's not something that you can complete in a week. It's not something you can do in a month. It's probably going to take you 2 or 3 months, I'd reckon. If you do it at the rate of what you're doing it now, I reckon maybe a month or something. I don't know. What level are you currently in XP? Are you near a mil? Oh shit! You still got like a good million yet. Yeah, I was gonna say, if I were you, I'd just keep chugging away at it, and you'll eventually get it to pop. Obviously, the more you do it, the quicker it will happen. But I wouldn't try and like I wouldn't try and mega do it in one day or something because it's just not going to turn out. Just do it as little and as often as you possibly can, and then from there, like I said, you'll eventually get it. And when you do, at least you can say you've 100%ed the game. Were you one of the people that soft resetted so that you could get a shiny Pokemon? Because I had a lot of friends who decided to do that. They just were soft resetting their game continuously until they got shiny Rowlet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. To be honest, that's what I always said to my friends. Mm-hmm. No, of course. That's what, to be honest, that's what I kind of did when, well, to be honest, I came across Wonder Trading completely randomly when I was playing ultrasun and ultramoon. I was just connected to the internet one time, and I don't really trade Pokemon like that. When I used to trade Pokemon, like I said, I'm nearly like 30 years old. When I used to trade Pokemon, I used to do it via a link cable, the old school days of when someone had to have a Game Boy next to you. And um, so obviously when it said about Wonder Trade, I was like, oh, what's this? I remember clicking on it. I'm not joking. The first Pokemon I ever had sent to me via Wonder Trade was Arceus level 100 with the Draco plate. I can't remember which Draco plate it had, but yeah. And I was 20% into the game. So that was really helpful because every Pokemon I was going against was about a level 30. So I put this onto my team and I, went and did the island trials once again. I just slapped all the Pokemon. I was just like, okay, nothing's really a challenge for me anymore now. But yeah, it was just a random stroke of luck in a sense, but it doesn't normally happen that often. So once Arceus, yep, level 100 Arceus. I think I still have the video on my channel somewhere. It's probably be about a year and a half old now. But yeah, but through Wonder Trade, someone sent me a level 100. Yeah, man. I was gonna say so. I got a Mewtwo as well before. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think the one of the best ones that I ever had before, I got sent a Pidgey. Now, yeah, I know you're gonna say, okay, you got sent a Pidgey, but it had the Argonite that I really needed to evolve Argonite, obviously Mega Evolution. So this guy, yeah, so this guy was basically just sending me random Pokemon. They were like really shit Pokemon. They were like Pidgeys and Caterpies and stuff like that. Yeah, but they had, and obviously because I just started playing the game, I wasn't even looking at the items. I was just like, oh, why are you sending me this shit Pokemon? And then like I was going into my inventory and I was like, hold on, how do I have all these items? Like, and then a key part in the game, when you start to find out about Mega Evolutions in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, that cutscene happened about 20 minutes later, and I had already had like half of the Mega Stones, and I was at the battle tree, and I was just like, okay, I don't even need to battle all these trainers because I've got these Mega Stones. But yeah, and being sent items like Sweet Scent, and I had actually no, I think one of the best ones I had was someone sent me. What was it they sent me? Someone sent me a Caterpie and it had a Soothe Bell. And I really needed a Soothe Bell at the time. And I didn't even realize until like an hour later of me going through my boxes and then realizing someone had sent me a Soothe Bell. So yeah, it's quite useful. But it's just one of them things. You never know with Wonder Trade. You could get something decent, you could get something crap. Luckily enough, I've never had anyone send me any hacked Pokemon because it's just not something you want. Hmm. Yeah. What did you do? Did you get rid of the Pokemon or did you keep it or it might destroy everything? I said you don't want it to destroy everything. You don't want to. No, that's fair enough. It just does my head in when people decide to send like hacked Pokemon. I just don't see the point in it. Like I remember back in the day, my friend had a Game Shark and he was like giving himself 99 rare candies and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, dude, really? You're just taking the enjoyment of you playing the game away from yourself. You might as well just give that games console to me and say, hey, dude, do you want to play my game? I just don't see the point in it. Well, oh yeah, what do you think of the Detective Pikachu trailer? Did you see the trailer for Detective Pikachu? What are you thinking of the CGI for it though? Like how all. See, now everyone says that. I was creeped out by Jigglypuff. That thing looks that thing looked fucking abnormal, bro. Okay, it shouldn't have that much fucking hair. It looked like it was gonna beat the shit out of like that guy. I was just like, okay, I don't want to be in this world if Pokemon exists. The same with Charizard as well. I didn't really like how his. I don't know. Maybe it was personally me. I just didn't like how Charizard looked. I didn't like how Greninja looked either. Like his tongue just looked abnormal. I know that his tongue hangs outside of his mouth in a sense and wraps around his neck. It just. I don't know. It just looked weird. But I don't know. It looks okay. There's another Pokemon movie as well coming this year, which is going to be an anime set movie. So I'll be pretty happy to watch that. But yeah, no, I did a trailer reaction to it. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the new anime movie that's coming out is going to be based off. So basically, they've restarted the franchise of Pokemon movies. So if you watch I Choose You, which was not the last Pokemon movie, it's the one just before that. That is supposed to be a direct remake of the first Pokemon, like how Ash meets Pikachu. Then one after that. Yeah, I was gonna say the newer Pokemon movies are pretty cool. Then the one that I recently just watched in the cinema, which was called Pokemon: The Power of Us, that's a retelling of Pokemon 2000, just with Lugia, but it's a different story. So obviously this one is going to be about Entei and Unknown because that's what Pokemon the third movie was about, which for me was probably one of the darkest Pokemon movies. If you've seen it, I don't know if you have or not, but yeah, it was. Yeah. What season did you get up to? Black and white? Yeah, he's. Mhm. Yeah, they've changed up Pokemon a lot. They got rid of Ash and Mist. No, they got rid of Brock and Misty in the newer ones. He's got. I'm trying to think who his friends are. So it's based on ultrasun and ultramoon. So it's Lily. Um, what's that kid's name? He's got green hair, has glasses. Um, I can't think of his name. Yeah, I think his name begins with an L or something like that. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of X, Y, and Z. That's the kid who had the backpack that had the robotic metal arm or something coming out of it. Um, the newer the newer Pokemon, the newer franchises. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I like the new Pokemon franchise, but I'll be honest, I prefer like. Have you seen Pokemon Generations? You like Generations? You'll like so Generations is based off the original Game Boy games. It's literally you take on Giovanni. Yep, yep. That's the last episode. That's the last episode. Yeah, but yeah. So basically, out of Generations, there was 5 or 6 episodes. They've added new episodes in. Luckily enough, I've actually seen it episode 7, which isn't out in the UK yet. You could only see it by going to watch the last Pokemon movie. It was like on just before the movie started. So yeah, I've managed to see the 7th episode before it's been aired in the UK. But oh man, it's absolutely awesome. I really like Generations because Generations is based upon Red. Obviously, it's based upon the original story and it's not based upon Ash because Ash did kind of piss me off, especially when you take moves. You take moves into consideration. Ash does not know fuck all. There's a fan theory that basically he's living this all in his head, and there's oh, you watch Game Theory? Oh, that's cool, bro. I watch Game Theory as well. What was I going to say? Yeah, there's a fan theory that obviously this is all going on in his head. There's a fan theory that he's died and he's like living in a dream. There's also my favorite one, which I think is true, is that it's all a dream. No, sorry. it's not all a dream. He's living the life that he wants to live, because if you remember when he encounters Ho-Ho and he sees him for the very first time, obviously they only say that Ho-Ho comes to people who are pure of heart, and it grants them a wish. And his wish, if you remember at the very start of the anime, was he wanted to be the #1 Pokemon trainer. Yeah, so people have said like, oh, because of the power of Ho-Ho, that's the reason why Ash does moves that just don't make any fucking sense in the anime, like using Hydro Pump against like a fire type move or some shit. And it's just like, yes, some of his reasons, oh, what was the worst one I see the other day? Oh, Pikachu, aim for the head. Aim for the head. It's like, that's not a move, okay? That's not a fucking move. If you're gonna do electric shock, do electric shock. Don't say aim for the head. Yeah. But Ash has had like tremendous luck when it's come to the Pokemon movies, and it's just, yeah, it drives me mad after a little while, especially when it comes to anime as well. He's been in so many tight spots before. And why does he always get high level Pokemon and he's just randomly like, do you know what? Yeah, you're free. Go, run away, be free. Don't worry. I don't want you anymore. I was just like, hold on. So you befriend legendary, mythical, and rare Pokemon. And then when you get to the point where they're either high level or they could really fucking help you, you're just kind of just like, no, I don't want you I don't want you anymore. I want you to be happy. It's just like, he's a fucking Pokemon. He doesn't know what happy is, okay? Oh, it kind of just does my head in, man. But yeah, I kind of just, I don't know. I have fits and spells of watching the anime, just because I don't really like a lot of the filler episodes. I kind of really only like the battles, or if it's like something story. Oh, bro, we're gonna get along just fine then, cause bro, I I'm a guy who's been watching Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, so many animes, Astro Boy, since back in the day, Gundam, Voltron, like Attack on Titan. Trust me, bro. I know about watching filler episodes. I know about watching 7 episodes of listening to a guy scream before he finally turns into being a fucking super. Before he finally becomes a super. Yeah. And then see, now the thing is, in the UK, where I was watching it, because I was watching it on like someone's satellite, I couldn't watch. I watched Dragon Ball Z for the first 2 years in German, not knowing a single fucking word of what was going on, at 2 o'clock in the morning. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I didn't know what was going on. I remember I was in my friend's house and we were like flicking through the TV, and this scene just come on of Goku just screaming and like the world being destroyed around him. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And we started watching it more. And yeah, it took us a year to actually work out it was called Dragon Ball Z, because we had to ask people at school, because obviously this is like before the internet, anything like that. It was just basically word of mouth. And I remember going to school saying to one of my friends, I was like, hey, have you seen that guy who just like screams for an hour at like 2 o'clock in the morning? And he's just like, what guy that screams for an hour at 2 o'clock in the morning? He was like, I don't know. I was like, but one of his fans are green. He's like, oh, do you mean Piccolo? I was like, oh, is that what his last called? I just called him Green Dude. We just called, dude, like I said, we didn't know any of their names. We were watching this at like, 2 o'clock in the morning in German. We couldn't speak a single word of fucking German. We were like 4 or 5 years old, bro. So we were just making up names for the characters. I was like, oh, it's Green Dude. It's the guy with the black hair. And I was like, actually, they've all got black hair, pretty much. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. Them times were funny. But I'm trying to think of what else I used to watch. Did you ever watch Samurai Jack? Yep. Oh man. Oh, okay. So you could see. I take it you can speak French then. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, right. I was gonna say, because, well, yeah, judging from your voice, I would have just said you were Australian or British in some sort of way. Is French your first speaking language then, or is English your first speak? Oh right, okay. I was gonna say because your English is really good. So you must. How long have you been speaking English? Oh, nice. How long have you been speaking English? Has it just been like the last 10 years or? Hmm. Oh, nice. I live in the UK, so I used to live in England. I don't know how. Have you been to the UK at all, or? Oh, right. Okay, that's cool. Then I can explain a bit more in depth for you because a lot of times when I talk to people from like all around the world, they always think that England is just the UK when obviously it's not. There's kind of countries inside of obviously no. Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and England. Yeah, and then obviously there's the Commonwealth countries that the Queen owns, like the Isle of Man and whatever else. So basically, I'm from Cardiff, originally in Wales. I moved to England a couple of years ago. Met my missus, lived in England for probably about like 5 to 7 years, and we recently moved down here about 3 4 months ago. So like October time last year. So I've been back in Wales now for about 4 or 5, yeah, about 4 or 5 months. So yeah, so I've basically most of my life I've moved from England to Wales, England to Wales, England to Wales, back and forth because I've got family that live in Wales and I've also got family that live in England. So I pretty much just moved about in both parts of them countries for the last 20 odd years. But I could speak a bit. To be honest with you, this is the thing that a lot of people don't realize. So when it comes to Wales, so I live in South Wales. Most of the rest of Wales, apart from South Wales, speak Welsh. In South Wales, because this I live in Cardiff, which is the big city. There's only two cities in Wales. The other city is Swansea. Most people in the cities don't speak Welsh. It's not normally it's not as a spoken language. It is spoken. It is taught as the curriculum. So, for instance, like how you're in Brussels and you would learn a foreign language as another language, Welsh is taught as if it was English here. So, for instance, like when I was in school, some of my friends went to Welsh speaking schools and everything, all their homework, the textbooks, everything that they had was completely in Welsh. I was lucky enough to go to school where they. Mm-hmm. 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 I guess it supports. Yeah, I guess it supports using the language as well because then obviously when people in your country like grow up when they're older, they already can speak another language. So I guess that helps for jobs and whatever else. Because I know down here in Wales, if you speak Welsh and you do any job that you could do in English in Welsh, they pay you like an extra £4 to £5, which is quite yeah. Seriously. So like one of my friends is a teaching assistant. Yeah. So one of my friends is a teaching assistant, and she's a Welsh teaching assistant, and she gets about £12 to £13 more. No, sorry, £12 to £13 an hour. Whereas if she was a normal teaching assistant, I think she would just get about £9 an hour because the way that they see it is they're supporting the Welsh language. Obviously, this is a Welsh country, so they do obviously appreciate it when you obviously speak Welsh because they're trying to like keep the language alive in a sense. It's not really spoken that much in Wales, to be honest with you. Yeah, well, like for instance, if you wanted to say hello, you'd say Boridar. Um, like if you want to, so yeah, I know it's weird. So Boridar. I'm trying to think of what I know now. Glass, glass, as in GLAS, means blue. Koch means red. Pronouns RP means how are you. Nagadu means no. I'm trying to think. That's honestly that's probably all I know. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, BBC. You probably get. Do you get? I was gonna say. So there is. I'm trying to think. So there's like Welsh is like one of the oldest languages because it's a Gaelic language. It was spoken by the pagans as well. What was I gonna say? Because of that, it's actually placed in the right order. So I've looked at like when I had to study it in school, Welsh is actually how people used to pronounce things. So like for instance, if you said I was going to go to the shops in Welsh, it was the shops I was going to. It's said backwards. So weirdly, apparently like thousands of years ago, that's how people used. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. The I could never speak German because of how was it? There's like five different tones, isn't there? There's masculine, there's feminine, there's like if you were speaking to a group of friends, there's like if you were speaking to someone who's older than you but isn't related to you, then there's like hmm yeah, I was gonna say I was never really good at like the only other languages I can really speak. I can speak a bit of Arabic because I'm mixed race. I can speak Patois as well, which is a language of like the Caribbean because of obviously my heritage and stuff. And I can speak English, and I can speak drunk when I'm drunk. Apart from that, that's probably about the only. Yeah, I just kind of slur my words when I'm drunk. So that's why that's probably the only time you'll never get live stream content out of me. I will never live stream when I've been drinking. It just won't be a good. It could be fun, yeah, but I want to try. I want to try and get these streams up a bit more, bro. You know what I mean? Because I've had like a lot of people tell me to live stream for ages. I've been doing YouTube now for like 3.5 years, and live streaming has never been something I've really ever opted into doing. Just because I don't know. I always had this fear in my mind. If I did a live stream, no one would ever be in the live stream, or no one would comment, or I would just like spend all this time and effort being like, okay, I'm going to live stream, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then do it, and then nobody pays any attention to it. I was always worried about whether that would happen or not. And these streams have seemed to work out. I've live streamed before. To be honest, I'm someone who used to have like a really I used to be really timid, really shy. Like I wouldn't talk to people and stuff like that. And with this YouTube channel, I just forced myself to talk to people. I just put myself in situations where I had to talk to people. I helped someone open up a shop for over like 2 years. I promoted their shop nearly every single day. I did interviews with people, and I guess it's more to the point of like I'm one of them people that's a firm believer that if you give up on yourself, no one's going to pick you back up. So you have to just get back up and keep trying. So that's essentially what I did, and that's kind of how it's helped me get over. Um, I don't know, maybe like having problems with talking to people. Now I just not I don't care, but now I just feel like I can speak freely and stuff, and yeah, it has helped me a lot. But the reason why I like doing my YouTube channel is just it's just nice to come across people that are interested in like the same sort of things I'm interested in because not many people these days are willing to go out and say, oh, by the way, I like Pokemon when you're like near your 30s. I'm not. This is the thing. I'm not ashamed of what I do. I'm not ashamed of collecting Pokemon cards. Same with pop figures and playing the games and whatever else. It doesn't bother me. But what I mean is, it's quite hard to find a community of people that actually like what you do, to the point that they would enjoy watching your content and stuff like that. So when you find that little, hmm no, unless someone brings it up, yeah. And it's not that. It's like 9 times out of 10, most people who say that they like anime and Pokemon and manga and stuff like that, a lot of them will say it, but just for the sense of saying it. Because I can always quiz someone when it comes to Pokemon or manga or anime. Like I said to someone the other day, like, oh, did you see that battle where like Frieza became a robot? And we're just like, oh yeah, I seen that battle. And I was like, oh yeah, when did that happen? Oh, it happened in a Dragon Ball Super. I was like, oh, because that never happened. I was like, there was a bit where, you know, Frieza was a bit mechanical, but he never actually became a robot. I was like, oh yeah, you haven't seen that episode. I'm like, I think you're lying, bro. I've been watching this series for like 15 years, 20 years. But I get it with Pokemon all the time when people say to me like, oh, you know, oh, I was playing Pokemon. I'm like, okay. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on anyone who plays Pokemon Go. I am obviously a big avid player of Pokemon Go. But when I get people who are like 30, 40 years old and they try and tell me about Pokemon, and they're like, oh yeah, I had to use a King's Rock the other day. I'm like, what the fuck do you know about a King's Rock? And we're like, oh yeah, I play Pokemon. Yeah. And they're like, I play Pokemon. And they pull their phone out. And I'm like, you're 48. Yeah. Oh, that's really weird because I'm also level 32. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Dude, if you want to see something that's crazy, there is. No. All he knows is about Kyogre raids and having 9 phones in order to take him on. That's just mad. Mm. Oh, well, like trading like a Steelix with a metal coat and yeah. Mm. Mm. If you want to laugh, there's a guy, I think he lives in China or Japan. His name is the Pokemon Man. You can type this into YouTube, and he's around 90 years old. He rides a bicycle that is adapted to fit 9 to 10 phones. Yeah, is a bicycle adapted to fit 9 to 10 phones, and all he does is play Pokemon Go. He's got like 20 shiny Kyogres, like 30 shiny Garantinas. I was like, dude, the sad thing was when I was looking at it, I was just like, this. I could see that ended up being me. This be like 50 years old. Like, hi guys, welcome back to another episode of gmgnews. I'm just, lost my fucking mind. I'm 50 years old. I live in a shoe, but it's fine. I've got several shiny Kyogres, and my life is good. My wife has left me. It's okay. Oh god. Hmm. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you, bro. Oh, bro, I appreciate that a lot, man. And like I was saying to you, if you yeah, man. Well, like I said, if you ever want to like battle in the Pokemon games, you've got me on Instagram now. Just hit me up and just ask me because I play them quite a lot. Willing to trade Pokemon in other games. Add me up on Pokemon Go if that's something that you're interested in doing. Oh, nice. I was gonna say I just yeah, I'm just trying to grow this channel, man, as much as I possibly can, and just I like I said, it's nice to speak to people like you who I know are like actually interested in Pokemon because you get so many people out there. Well, the way that it's growing a community, that's the way I see it, So I was just luckily enough, like I said, you seen one of my videos, and then from there, I've just been able to talk to you and establish, obviously, sending Pokemon and stuff. So yeah, it's cool, man. I just like the fact that at the end of the day, the way I see it is, you're nice people, people are nice to you, and then good things happen. And you've done me a big favor as well. Don't just think that I'm doing you a favor by sending you all these Pokemon. I didn't. Like I said, I was such against just deleting the save file. So many of my friends were just like, oh, delete the save file and just start again. I was like, bro, this guy's putting all this time and effort. I can't just delete this guy's save file. I need to send these. And I'm a man of my word, especially when someone, has pretty much said to me, like, you can buy this game off me, but please send the Pokemon. And, you know, I'm not going to do that. The guy subscribed to me as well, so I didn't want to. Oh, this has got the Gay Light as well with this Gaily, so you could use that as the Mega Evolution for it. But what was it? Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, I just, you know, I respect people. The way I see it is, sometimes in life you've just got to be a decent person, and decent things will happen to you. Also, as well, I'm going to be doing giveaways like twice a month from now on. I've got so much. Yeah, I was going to say because yeah. Oh, thank you, bro. I was going to say because I'll have to work out like how much it would cost for me to ship internationally to you. If, well, for instance, say if you did win. Yeah, but it. Mhm. Yeah, but like I said, I don't mind depending on how much it costs. And obviously, these giveaways I'm not going to be doing constantly. There's only going to be done two a month. But there's no bias on it anyway. Because the way I see it is, I don't care where someone's from. It's the support that they show towards obviously my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and my social medias. If someone was in another country, that's not going to deter me from sending them a gift. In a sense, to be honest, more so it looks not it looks better on me, but it also looks good on the other person to receive something from another country. But the only thing that I would say if I was going to send something abroad, I'd want it tracked or traced, just for peace of mind for me, and obviously peace of mind for the person that I'm sending the item to, because I wouldn't want to send someone an item and be like, "Yep, it's on its way," and then a week later someone gets hold of me and says, "I haven't received anything," and then obviously if you didn't get the item like traced, then essentially you've wasted money. But yeah, if I do something like that, I will obviously make sure I have the address. But the one thing that always, it doesn't irritate me, but it has actually pissed me off. And this is a little story I'll tell you that I haven't told many people. So I did these giveaways a little while ago, about a year ago. I didn't really promote them, and I just basically to my friends and stuff, and I was just like, "Oh, here you go, man. You can have some free stuff." I was like, "I don't even want anything. Just give me your address, give me your name, and all I expect you to do is just upload a post." I sent someone about 60 quid worth of Pokemon stuff, like loads of things. I mean, promo cards, jumbo cards, coins, collectibles, and do you know what? I've still got the DM, and I was lucky. I'm not a hateful person. But he didn't even upload a photo at all. He sent me a mess. Yeah, he sent me a message and said, "I've received the items. Thank you." And I said, "When you get the time, bro, please upload a picture or like a video and just tell everyone, obviously, you've won my giveaway, because I'm looking like a fraud right now, you know." And he never did. And I've still got the DMs and everything. But yeah, he never decided to upload a picture or anything or tell anyone. So I just looked mad, obviously saying like I've sent this person all this stuff with no credibility to prove anything. And that was another thing that kind of stuck in my head. So yeah, I always try and get to know someone before I send them an item, because the way I see it is, if I'm willing to go out on my way to do someone a favor, I'm not asking anything of anyone. At least the other person can do is like at least upload a picture, or even if it was just a picture and you just said thanks and tagged me in it, I would still be appreciative of it, because I'm not a business. I don't have anyone backing me. Nobody pays me to do what I do. It all comes out of my own pocket. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just some people. Yeah, but I guess you just get some people are just selfish. Let me see. So yeah, that's what. But yeah, but that's what done my head in, is because I actually know this person in real life. Like, we're actually friends. He just lives in a different part of the UK. Yeah, that's why it fucked with me. That's why I was just like, you're actually my fucking friend, bro, and you can't even acknowledge that I've helped you. Do you know what I mean? You can't even tell everyone I fucking helped you. Like, I don't expect you to. Did you run out of Pokemon? It just come up. Right, okay, so I'm gonna go for the names just to make sure that well, just in case I maybe have something that you need. So I have a Butterfree, Dugong, Bunnelby, Turtwig, Combi, Omnimite, Laloon, Sunken, X 84. 84, do you want it back? Okay. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'll send that back to you now. Is this the right one? Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, no, so yeah, it really aggravated me. I was just like, dude, I'm your actual friend, and I'm trying to like do something nice for you, and you can't even acknowledge to the rest of the world, you know. So then, yeah, we kind of started talking since then. I've sent him like 19 messages since that time, just like, are you ever going to acknowledge me? And he just cut me off completely like that. So I was just like, okay, enough of that. Yeah, well, you always get people like it, bro. At the end of the day, you just can't be sour. You know, not everyone's gonna do you wrong in a sense. Right. Yeah, man. Of course. Did you need a Sibylle? Have you got Sibylle? Yeah, yeah, you've given me. I have I have nearly a box full. Yeah, my first box is literally Zigzagoons and Wormpools. It's literally just a box. Yeah, there's like three, bro. It's like thanks. They're going to be going to the Pokemon God because they're going to be deleted later on today. If you know, if you know anyone else who needs Pokemon, let me know, like in the comment section down below or something, or message me on Instagram because I got a few that are left. I probably got, I'd say in total, like 30 Pokemon left to trade, and then all I will literally have is what you've traded me and whatever I get traded back. But yeah, if you could, if you like I said, if you know anyone, let me know in the comment section down below. Can you trade to XY with Alpha Sapphire? I didn't. Oh, can you? I was going to say because I was looking at videos online and I was told that you could only trade to Alpha Sapphire to Omega Ruby, X to Y. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching another episode of gmgnews. Big up to Stony. I've just sent him a shit ton of Pokemon. I hope that he enjoys everything that he's got. Don't forget to subscribe. You can turn on them post notifications if you haven't done already. I've got like 40 Pokemon left to trade. If you guys want to essentially add me on Pokemon Go, if you have a look in the comment section down below on this video or my previous videos, my friend's code should be there. Thank you for watching another episode of gmgnews. And see you all soon.